Hey guys, today I am going to be showing you guys a Temulch guide. Temulch is now one of the best, not one of the best, he's actually the best character in the game, and I'm about to prove it to you. He has so much stuff that he can do now that just wasn't in the game before. That's just way too powerful that you have to take advantage of. He right now can out do any character in the game. In my previous video I made, like with my all characters guide, I said that Temulch already pre-patch was one of the characters where you should never lose 1v1 wise, him with Tarka and Yoto. Now after this patch, he is the number one 1v1 character in the game. If you play this character solos, you're guaranteed, you should, if you have the same skill level or higher, you should never lose with this character. Okay, so let's just get straight into the video. So the first thing that they changed is that this ability, these two, even this one, can now be used while under attack, which means if you are taking damage, even in the guaranteed lights of these two right here, if you're taking damage, none of that damage will actually come out. Like you can get out of it. So you can jump like that out of the system. So that's really powerful. Now seems to be having a connection problem here, but don't know what that's all about. But anyways, you can jump out of any light that he throws. So if he throws one, you can just jump out of it. So he completely breaks the game, kind of like Tianhi, where if you get hit, you don't have to respect that. You can just get up out of there. So I'll try to give you another example before we move on. See, he's acting like he doesn't want to hit me all of a sudden. What, dude? What do these bots do? Like, what is the programming? See what I'm saying? You can jump up out of there after that. Now, notice how I dodged in the midst of all of that. So what you need to know is that whenever you use this ability on startup, you can jump in the air and dodge and then jump after that. After you do this ability, basically it resets your animations like as if you are on the ground. Pretty much you can do everything that you were to do on the ground in the air, except actually do like a ground like attack. You would have to do your air attacks, but that's pretty much how it works. Okay, so he completely breaks the game because if you get hit once, if a whole team is comboing you up, okay, and let's say they're all pressing, you can press that ability and just shoot straight up into the air and take no damage whatsoever. So that's really powerful. Okay, now next up is obviously uh if you, let's say he just hit me with a light, so let's just pretend because I don't want to rely on the bot, and let's say he just hit me with a light and I pop it, you can press this button here, the button to the left of your one button, and it locks you onto an opponent. Okay, and so whenever you do that, if you jump in the air, it'll keep them on you. So let's say you jumped out of their frame, but then they go for a focus attack. Well, remember how I said you can now dash in the air, like as if like you're on top of the player or something like that. What that means is you can actually get up in there and then icon the guy, and then you can look what he's doing, and then that iframe his focus attack, and then jump out of range of the next attack. Let's say if it's a really like juicy one, like the katana's focus attack with the charge like that, you can jump it. Well, you can dash it first and then jump the rest. So that's really powerful because that means you can completely negate combos with this character. Next up, what you can do is you can throw it in the air at them and get a combo from this. Now everyone knows about that part about this character. That's pretty common knowledge. But what people don't know is that, okay, so we know that focuses can break and like run through it, right? They don't, if they focus, they don't have to respect it. But what you can do in order to like stop stuff like that is whenever you get this ability. So again, let's pretend like again you took a hit and you jump into the air and then you dash your frame and then you throw it in the air. It's gonna attract them, so you can come back and then watch. It'll come back to him. or not. um, I probably threw it too high, but normally you can do it on the ground too. The ground is where I normally do it, but you can just throw it in the air, and I'll prove it. That was probably just a one-off experience, but you can prove do it like this. You just throw it in the air, and then it'll come back, and then you can use it like that to wait to get some. Look at all that damage from a combo that you can do. And since it's going behind them, they're like, oh shoot, he missed it, and then they're not going to be worried about it. So they're probably not going to be focusing on it. So it's a way to like throw it and then make them completely forget about the move. Okay, and the good thing about this move is that even though the cooldown is longer, uh, whenever you pop it and you throw it, the cooldown is already set, right? Look at all that damage, right? By the time you finish your combo, it's already at like 17, seconds. If you get a juicy one, especially if it goes way out there, the moment that you let it go, it already starts to cool down. So even though it's like a 20 something cooldown, I forgot what it is. It's like a 25-second cooldown. You never really feel that. So that's his ability. His ability is super powerful because you can basically use it to get out of damage, and then you still have the ability loaded up for 30 seconds, and then you can like throw it out like that, keep your damage, and get all kind of combo damage from it, right? So that's powerful. So let's move on to the next thing, okay? So if you don't know the stun lock thingy in the game, basically what you do is you press your dash attacks over and over again by holding your iframe button, your dash pretty much, and you have to master the timing, but it'll look something like this. So, and you can do that over and over again, and it's actually guaranteed. They can't get out of it. So, now the timing for it is very, very specific, but it's not hard at all. And that's pretty much what you can do, right? So we all know about the stun lock with that move, right? You can do it sideways, you can do it this way, it doesn't matter. You can do it in any direction. You can even do it forward if they're trying to run away or something like that. Like that. You can do it backwards. You can do it however you want. So everyone, not everyone, but most people know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, the easiest way that I can explain it is you just do any button, right? Okay? And then you hold shift in a direction, and then immediately as you press shift, right after that you press your button, and you got to keep doing it like that. You have to do it immediately. It's like a 1-2 1-2 1-2 type deal where you're holding your direction in whichever direction you want to go first, and then after you hit shift to dash, you have to hold shift, by the way. After you hit it, you immediately press the button, and you can keep spamming it like that, right? Now this is a stun lock. You actually can't get out of this. The only way to stop this is with their energy. If their energy, like if you keep specking into your energy glyph, this becomes more and more powerful because you can get 4 of these off, right? And that's just really, really broken, right? And then after you get this, this next part is guaranteed also. So that's really, really powerful because you can basically, if you have enough energy, you can have an infinite. So I was like, okay, that's powerful because then I looked at this move and it says his energy recovery speed is greatly increased while in it. The barrier lasts for 12 seconds. So then I was like, okay, I'm thinking of something. So what I came up with is this. If you pop this ultimate and you do this, you can do this forever as an infinite. Now, you have to master the timing of this, but as long as you are in that thing, you can literally do that move and stun lock somebody until death. Until death, okay? If you use the second version of his ultimate. While you're in it, your stamina recovers so fast that it's not enough to actually make you lose energy fast enough for that to deplete over time before it's gone. Which means if you are in a solo fight and let's say it's you versus another person and he's in your face, right? And you use your ultimate to get the first iframes, okay? To get him to stop hitting you, or you use your ability, right? And then you pop your ultimate in the air. The moment that you hit them once, you can kill them until that, okay? So that's extremely good. Extremely good. And let's say after you get all the combo damage and they're still not dead, you just throw that ability out, bam. And you got all of that damage. You're gonna kill somebody easily, right? Now look at how fast his ultimate already built up. And I just used it, okay? So this character is so good, so powerful. Please, guys, I want you guys to abuse this character because I don't think they're gonna keep him like this, especially because I don't really know of anyone who's actually using this. So let's go over a summary or recap, should I say? So remember that if you're taking damage, you can use this ability to get out of the way. And remember, if you use the button to the left of your number one, you can use this to stay on them and then look at them while you're in the air and then iframe their focus attack while you're in the air so you're not at a disadvantage. Or you can just do the move and then jump again. So that way you're completely out of, range of anything. You don't even have to dash. You can just do the move and then jump in the air again to be like, I'm talking like as high as this tree, you know. And then while you're doing this, you can just throw this button whenever you want in order to get combo damage, right? So that alone is super powerful, but keep in mind that whenever you pop this ability, your stamina regens so fast that you literally you can't like stop this. You can do this forever. So that's broken. That's actually ridiculous. And not only is this really powerful, but it actually stacks on top of all of the glyphs that you already have for your character. So if you have a bunch of talents and glyphs and stuff like that, uh you can like go crazier with this. I'm almost to the point to where I can do 4 of the stun locks without running out of stamina. I just have to upgrade a few of these. I could do it now, but I want to save a little bit of these up. But that's really powerful. That's really good. And then if you unlock these, you can get even more from it. So just keep in mind that this scales over time and becomes better and better and better. The more you go into your glyph board, into the energy tree, this basically becomes an infinite that no one can get out of until you run out of energy. And if they realize that they can't move, eventually they're just gonna put the controller down. Then that allows for you to get a pop up and certain other things. So that's my Tumulch guide. He's really powerful. Um, like I feel like you've already seen like all of his stuff about how his barrier, it protects you from range attacks. It also doesn't allow people to grapple in or out. They have to run out of it, which means everyone who's in it is stuck in it, and everyone who is out of it is stuck out of it unless they want to be stunned. Okay, now if you do get them stunned, your best bet for like combo damage is to obviously do your heaviest attack that you have. So for katana, it's your focus strike level 2, charge level 2. For your spear, it will be the charge level 3, not the focus strike one, where you do that into the gold. You don't want to do that one. You want to do your big heavy one, and then after you do any move, they're still going to be stunned. So what you want to do is you want to crouch and then go into a launcher. That's gonna give you the most damage, so do that. If you have someone inside of the walls and they are stunned, do that because that's really powerful. You can literally delete somebody's life bar. This is better than Viper Ning's ultimate. If you can like position them to where they're always inside of the wall, like if you use your combos right or you stun lock them with the dash attack, you can make it to where they never get out of the wall and you kill them and they literally can't do anything. So Temulch is extremely powerful, extremely oppressive. Please abuse this character and just go crazy with him. In a couple of my other videos, I talked about how whenever you catch him with, this tracking move, you can like you don't have to hit them with melee buttons if you know like you're gonna miss a few of them. You can just take out a cannon and shoot them. You can take out a bow and get a headshot. You can take out the repeating crossbow and just ding them to death. You can take out the swarm and load it up and then shoot while they're in it. you can take out whatever you want to do. You get it. You can take out the pistol, get a pistol charge level 4, and get all of that damage before they can do anything. So just go ahead and enjoy this character while you can. I don't think they're going to keep him like this, but this is a really strong character, a really good character, and thank you for watching my not a Tarka, my Temulch guide. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy it.